I like to sit in the shade, smoke pot, chowing on a little fruit, some melon. Sitting in the shade on a sunny day. Kind of amazing that we think life sucks. Spend too much time on the internet. Spend too much time in that fake little world of yours. You need to put that phone down, have a human experience, a conversation with another human being, face to face. That's how I like it. I mean, phone calls, putting a video on fucking thing to express my opinion, that's something different, but like, this is real life. This is my everyday real life. And you know what? I live on $913 a month Social Security. I go out and I sign. I'm a professional beggar. And that's fine with me. I'm perfectly happy. I don't need much. I may live in a group home, but that's because I lost my wife a year, 2 months, and 4 days ago. She died from congestive heart failure. And also, I just lost her. I lost everything. Lost my will to live, lost my want to live, my ambition, anything that I had to keep me going. I lost it. And I have to say that much like a mushroom trip, a really heavy one that kills the self, because it does kill the self when you have a really heavy trip. It killed myself. It killed the self that I built upon that identity of me and Anna, and I love her so much. I would do anything to have her back, but you can't reanimate ashes. And rebuild, it won't be the same. It's just half of me. She was the other half. I am just saying this because I'm just starting to grow. This is my everyday life. I wake up, find a shady place, go buy some fruit, smoke a little weed, eat some fruit, sit in the shade, listen to music, watch the clouds roll by, have random conversations with people. This is life. It's an experience meant to be experienced with other people. And I'm just finding that out. All I had was me and Anna. That was it. That was our world. Me and her. That was it. Kind of like having tunnel vision. I also stopped shooting heroin after 24 years. How am I still alive? Well, let me tell you. I don't know. No fucking clue. 6 suicide attempts in which I ejected 3.5 grams of heroin in one shot, plus 60 milligrams of Xanax combined. I woke up 2 days later. Anna woke up 2.5 days later, and then 3 days later, we were both on the floor in a puddle of our own piss in the kitchen. We did this in the bedroom, laying down on the bed. I injected her, she injected me. Basically murdered each other, okay? I set it up so we could do that. We had butterfly, the butterflies that they used to draw blood with? Well, yeah, I put a butterfly in her vein. I put a butterfly in my vein, my jugular vein. And we pressed the plungers on each other. She went out before I did. I had to finish my plunger and hers. I finished her plunger in her. Okay. We each took 60 milligrams of Xanax each. Okay. And we each injected 3.5 grams of heroin. So we had 7 grams total. Okay. So we split it up, cooked it all up, and then sucked it all up into large bore needles. I screwed the butterfly on the end to the needles that were already inserted in our veins. And we did this 3 times. And then the last time I tried was just like a couple months ago. I ate 200 fentanyl pills, those Perk 30s. Yeah, I ate 200 of them. In the previous 3 days, I smoked 100 of them. Over time, over the past 24 years, I've immunized myself against dying from an overdose. Okay, because I had a habit the size of Texas, and let's just say that having a habit that size is all I did was get well every day. I barely got high. I barely ever got it. It was that way for years. Once in a while, we run into a good batch. Our guy would get a good batch, whatever. We had the same dealer for like 7 years, and that was a great thing. Like I love fruit. Anyway, um, it eventually just became like heroin and fentanyl, and then it just became fentanyl. That was what she died of. She bought 2 grams I didn't know of. She cooked them all up, put them in 4 regular gauge needles. She got through 1 3/4 needles. The other 2 were laying next to her body on the floor. And the other one that was still a quarter full, they were full all the way. So she put almost a gram into her and she died. I came home and found her body after coming home from the methadone clinic. I'm not on methadone either anymore, by the way, or Suboxone or anything. I just don't have the urge to do opiates and opioids. I just don't. I don't know how. It just happened. She died. I just lost it. I lost the urge. I lost the self-destruction. I lost a part of myself that we were feeding in each other. And I still love her. But I don't have her around to feed the self-destruction that we both felt in ourselves. She felt it for herself. I felt it for myself. We were both very self-destructive people. We had things in our past we couldn't deal with. I, as a man, have been raped twice, anally. Yeah. I used to be a strip. I'd go to people's private homes, do shows, whatever. I got drugged twice. Never take a drink from someone when you go to a client's house, ever. Just don't do it. I didn't always have one arm, and I didn't always have no teeth, really. Yeah, sorry about that. Um, Embarrassing, sorry. Um, I'm trying to get them fixed right now. Yeah, I live in a group home, but whatever. There's services allotted to me. I have a caddy waiver. I've had 5 traumatic brain injuries. 3 of them were major, and 2 of them I was in a coma for 2 weeks each time. There's some bruising, loss of brain matter uh, from a brain bleed that killed some of my brain. Uh, there was no having to relieve pressure, luckily, but it still fucked me up. I'm not the same person. I get mad quickly. Um, I have no control over if I flip out at something. I have no control over stop. It sucks. Um, my verbal filter between my brain and my mouth, that's always never existed. It's, I tell it straight as it is. I'm a Catholic. Yeah. I tell it straight like it is, call it like I see it. I don't care if it hurts you. I'll try and tell it in a pleasant way as possible, but I will call it like I see it. Um, Listen, all I want is teeth. I want to play trumpet again. My wife told me before she died, a couple of years before she died, she's like, if I ever died before you, I'd want this for you. I'd want you to get your teeth fixed, start playing trumpet again to make money because I know you don't get shit for Social Security. We were going to get married so that I would have gotten her $1,400 a month when she died. It's um, survivor's benefits, but we never got actually married. Common law, 13 years together is more than common law. We completed each other's souls. We completed each other's period. We completed each other's sentences when we were talking. Okay, that's just the kind of connection. But she told me she'd want me to get my teeth fixed and start playing trumpet again. And if y'all don't know, I'm known as the one-armed trumpet guy around town. I used to have 2 arms and I played trumpet, whatever. My muse for how I play is Chet Baker, okay? California, West Coast, um, cool jazz is what they call it from the 1950s, early 60s. West Coast jazz, cool jazz. Chet Baker is the king of cool jazz. I play in a very in the lower octaves. Okay, I don't play those high. I don't play that shit. I play stuff you can relate to, you can feel. The kind of thing you can feel in your chest. Those are kind of vibrations. I put out vibrations of my own. That's a different video. Anyway, this is my life. This is what I do now. Get up, get big. So feel this out there. I go out, I get some sun, ride my bike. I may be one-handed, but I got a bike. Yeah, I ride bikes. I do anything one-handed, everything one-handed. I've just learned to do things over time because someone will not always be there to help you. Tying your fucking shoe, cutting up fish in the middle of nowhere with your fucking, pocket knife. Whatever you do, somebody won't always be there to help you or be your eyes or whatever the fuck it be. someone won't always be there. So you have to be self-sufficient. So I will cook, clean, ride a bike, tie my shoes, fishing, fucking. I don't care. I'll do it one-handed. I played softball. Last time I was in treatment, we played softball because we didn't have a baseball, but we had a softball. Anyways, whatever. Okay, I cracked that motherfucking ball, and I got to second or third base before the ball got back to the base. Okay, so that's how hard I cracked that shit with one fucking arm, man. Man, I did it, right? So don't ever think that you can't do something because you ain't got the means or whatever. I ain't got the means for shit. I don't have the means to do anything. I'm technologically retarded. I'm just figuring out how to record videos. This is my first smartphone, by the way. I've never had a smartphone really before. I've had a flip phone my whole life and just avoided computers, technology, up until about, well, up until about right before Hannah died. She wanted me to get a smartphone. God, I can't afford it. She bought me a $40 smartphone. Target, track phone, work, cool. That's where I'm at. This is my life. This is what I do. And if y'all want to hear more, give me a like or whatever this platform is. Who cares? Just do it. Also in your life, just do it. Even if you don't, you won't always have to make it. That doesn't matter. Peace.